Okay, so apparently there was somebody hacked my Facebook page, and there were a couple of attempts to get online, and they didn't work. I don't know who that person was. I think it may have been my illegitimate brother or something. I don't know. Anyway, third time lucky. So I'm going for the third time here. Sorry about that. Uh, Terrible connection issues in the other two locations. And that happens sometimes. Hey, technology, what can you do? Cannot live with it, cannot live without it. Hey, this is Neil Palache, your concierge women's money coach, and I'm here today to continue on with my vignettes. It's a great word, isn't it? Vignette on life insurance and different life insurance products. And yesterday I did my regular Periscope and live FB Live on television cable, and because I got rid of my cable and I got pissed off and I said I'm canceling my cable. I'm fed up with paying $1,000 a year for this crap, and I'm not doing it anymore. So I just have my internet and now Netflix and Hulu, and thank you very much, and cut my costs down by $100 a month. Yay! All right. So life insurance I talked about, day one I talked about term insurance, then I talked about whole life insurance, then I talked about index life insurance, and today we're going to talk about universal life insurance. One of the things that the insurance companies love to do is get very creative. That is a nice word for they like to confuse the crap out of you by offering you 14 zillion different products, all under the same label of life insurance, which of course isn't really, well, I guess it is life insurance because it's for the people who survive you, and it's very important. Universal life is not really used very much anymore in its original form. When Universal Life came out back in the, I believe it was the 70s, but really got kind of big at the end of the 70s and early 80s, when interest rates were double digit and ridiculous, who remembers that? Universal Life worked very well because the basis upon which Universal Life grew and stayed in effect was due to the interest rate that was being credited to the portion of your premium that was in the cash value account. And if you want to know what that means, just call me and I'll explain it to you. I'll explain it to you, Lucy. And so, with interest rates at 3%, and of course that's mortgage rates. Really, if you go to the bank, you're very, very fortunate to get 0.2. Yes, 20 basis points, 1/5 of 1%. Woohoo! Live on that, won't you? So Universal Life, which is based upon those interest rates, is not very, 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 very popular. So what the insurance companies decided to do is they said, well, what the heck? We will use the chassis of this life insurance product when we will create basically a term insurance lookalike. We'll charge enough premium so that the policy can essentially last your entire life to age 100, but you will build no cash value. So at age 50 or 60 or 40 or whatever you are, you can have a 40 or 50 or 60 year term insurance product on a universal life chassis, have a guaranteed death benefit to age 100, and that's not a bad thing to do if you want to pay life insurance premiums for the rest of your life. And that's what Universal Life is all about. So when you're looking at a true Universal Life product in this day and age, it's really a term insurance product. Sometimes they'll say, okay, well, we'll just lower the premium a little bit, but your policy is now in effect only for 20 years. Or for 10, or for 30. And then as a result, you can decide what you want to do at the end of that period of time. But of course, you could be 80 years old at that point and have some ridiculously high premium that's due that you can't afford. So this is why life insurance, it can be so complex. It's not complicated, but it's complex. You've got to have an agent who really knows what they're doing. Or you come to somebody like me, and I'll tell you how it all works, and then you can go from there. And I'm certainly happy to do that. So Don't worry too much about Universal Life. The products that are most popular in the market at the moment are term insurance. A whole life is still there. I know people slam the hell out of that product, but it's been there 150 years. It ain't going nowhere soon. And Index Universal Life, which is a decent product. I'm a little concerned about it, quite frankly, because you're being shown illustrations with 7, 8, 9, 10% rates of return because the stock market has done that historically. But that's not how Index Life works. And then Universal Life is based on current interest rates, which right now are very low. And so essentially that product is useless other than for using it as term insurance. So I told you these were just short vignettes. I will be back tomorrow to talk to you about variable life. I know you're going to be waiting on the edge of your seat for my variable life discussion. A little more interesting product than Universal Life, but still fairly boring. It's still life insurance. What can you do? Neil Palache. So if you want to get a hold of me, please email me at neil@thewealthcreatorcompany.com, thewealthcreatorcompany.com. You're certainly welcome to connect with me directly through texting or cell phone at 818-606-7327, 818-606-7327. And certainly feel free to go to neilsdeals.com, take a look around. Neil's Deals, NEILZDEALZ.com, neilsdeals.com. And I will see you tomorrow. Hope you all have a great week. And thanks for checking in. Bye.